Yeah, so let me unpack that. Really the parallels between equestrian training and automotive training, there's a lot of similarities. So I'll first start by saying, there's really two types of training in both fields. There's training with the intent to compete, and then there's training with the intent to elevate yourself and be competitive at whatever level it is that you are. And so in equestrian training, one of the things that I saw was there definitely are barns and trainers out there that don't focus on the rider. They don't focus on the horse. They focus on, how do I get this human being to get a 2,000-pound animal over a jump as quickly and efficiently as possible, where they can go win a show. And so as a rider, what you lose is you lose the ability to really be good at being a good rider for your horse. And you're using the horse more as an object to fulfill that competitive, the competitive side. And so I found myself in riding, I happened to go at one point with some riding lessons that started to get more focused on, okay, let's focus on competition. Let's focus on these. And I actually found that I hit kind of a plateau in my skill where I wasn't really progressing any further, and I was having a lot of miscommunication with the horse. And so I couldn't really put my finger on like exactly what was going on with it, but we were just kind of having like a stall. And so I looked around for some different methodologies and some different trainers, and I actually found the trainer that I'm with now. And what she teaches is the mentality of, you have to, as a rider, be a good rider for your horse. You have to have that relationship and synergy together. That's actually what makes a winner. That's actually somebody that in a competition, you have a competitive edge compared to the other riders, even if they have more skill, because of that, found that trust, foundation, and relationship. And because you're riding from the perspective of, how do I become better for my horse? How do I become better as an overall rider, where I'm not having some of the miscommunication, or where I'm able to recognize that miscommunication and grow from it? We see the same thing in automotive. So there's a lot of great trainers that come into stores and they go, hey, I've been super successful. I've sold all these cars. I've made all this money. You do everything that I do. You too can be like me. And what happens is you might have
I'm sorry. I'm so out. I mean, on somebody that would do that right away, it turns me off. But go ahead.
But am I wrong though?
No, it happens all the time. It happens all the time.
There's a lot of that. And it's the same thing in equestrian. So there's people that are really, really talented trainers that they themselves were amazing riders and they were amazingly competitive, but they're selling the notion that I will teach you how to compete and win, but they don't elevate the actual person to get better in their own skills. They just assign them the same skill set, the very narrow scope. And so what happens a lot of time with that kind of learning in automotive is, hey, I'm following these steps to the sale. I'm using this close. I'm using this close, and I'm not getting results anymore. Well, it's probably because the methodology and that scripting doesn't apply necessarily to the situation today. And so it's the same thing in horseback riding. What happens with horses is I mean, they're a sentient being. They have their own brain in their head, and they might have a day where if you're following one method of riding, maybe they're having a different day. Something happened overnight. Maybe that, something goes on and they suddenly go, I'm not cool with this. This is not working for me. And then as a rider, you don't necessarily have the skills to be able to adapt to that change. And so in automotive, we have to be able to meet our customers where they are. And I think there's a lot of new digital transformation and different ways that customers want to do business with us. So we have to have the skills to adapt outside of that mentality of close them, close them, close them. We have to be able to say, no, build value, earn the business. And equestrian, same thing. So my horse now, I have a new horse. His name is Bo. I bought him in August. He's an off the track thoroughbred. And the intention with him is we do want to compete. We want to get to that point, but foundationally, we have to get on the same page. He has to learn me. I have to learn him. We have to grow together to get to that point.
Hello everyone. I wanted to tell you about a workshop we're holding at NADA 2023. We're covering how EV adoption rates will impact fixed operations in the future. We'll show you real and meaningful data that might just put you at ease. Or maybe not. You'll have to come see. Come join us at our workshop, How Electric Vehicles Will Change Fixed Operations. We'll see you there.